Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Fables of Atramen. We have everyone here. What is this madness? As well as some
Wow, you're
special guests
such
in forms of critters and creatures.
Yay!
Thank you all for joining us. We are going to delve back into the world of Atramen very shortly. But first, we gotta let you know who we are. So we're gonna start first off with my left over here, over there. That's left with our fairy ranger.
Hello, I am Ruby Griffiths. You can find me at ruby.griffiths.8 across social media. I am our resident dice goblin. I do cosplay and vintage content. Here on Fables of Atramen, I play Razz, our Fae. I almost said rogue. That is very incorrect.
You're the
A little
ranger rogue.
Ranger, not
Ranger
a
and
rogue.
rogues, there's a crossover.
Yeah.
There's a Venn diagram.
No, I am a ranger with my trusty sidekick, Sir Rupestris.
Amazing.
Love it.
Up next, we have the sorcerer of the group.
I don't know sorcerer yet, but she's definitely tried. Hi, everybody. I am Chelsea. I go by Musicaholic on social media. I do TTRPG and cosplay and all the nerdy stuff. But for Fables of Atramen, I am playing Belle Marwood, a southern gal that is a former baker and trying to understand magic. Still got a lot of learning to do. But hey, she's tried. She's trying with all the trauma that she has that she's not ready to share yet.
Trauma doesn't happen in TTRPGs ever. Especially not to someone who has a class called the Blood Hunter. Who's up next?
Yeah, sorry. You said class called the Blood Hunter. I was like, there's a class. We're going to a class of Blood Hunter?
That is what I thought
But-
too.
No, Blood Hunter, that is me. Hey, everybody, I am gamejunkiesonline, junkies or Justin. One of the many balls of chaos here. I do Twitch stuff. Currently playing Pragmata and also in my returning to my Pokemon hyperfixation. So that's fun.
You're doing a
That's all I
Nuzlocke
got.
run right now,
Yeah,
right?
correct.
Insane. I don't really understand
Yeah.
how those work, but they're entertaining to watch.
Yes, I can explain it another time.
Up
'Cause
next, we
I could
have.
explain it, but
That's
let's get
fair.
into this.
Up next, we have our wizard.
That's me. I'm Kristi or Kaylee, 1999 on most platforms. I've been on kind of an internet hiatus, but hopefully this fall we'll be getting back into cosplay and other things. I play Oriana, the Qatari cat person wizard who has made way more headway in her class pet project than she really thought she would after one day of classes. But yeah, she is the resident library nerd mostly. Yeah, and I'm so excited to be here again after what feels like forever.
That does feel like a long time. Missing 1 week when you're bi-weekly leaves an impact. Leading us to our druid of the group.
yeah, from 1 to 3 sessions, or however I meant. Hi, I still exist. I'm Fern. You can find me on Why Not Fern on Instagram. I am a chaotic fae being in life, and I play one. Otherwise known as Willow Low Howl, our resident druid and harlequin of types. And I'm excited to be back with the groove.
Harlequin. Leaving our warrior somewhere.
Oh, that's me. Hi, I'm Swolfie. You can find me everywhere under Swolfie. I generally just pick things up and put them down these days. So if that's your thing, give me a follow. Otherwise, I just play our little, not so little orc warrior. Smash.
Yes, smash. Big
We
smash.
did some very good smashing last session. taking down a giant elkin bear creature that was determined to attack one of the smaller members of the school. And I'm Zatara. I'm the GM. I write words and then share those words with you, and these other people make more words to add on to my words, and thus storytelling happens. And yeah, we're gonna dive in to Fables of Atramen. We have a few announcements, nothing too crazy. I have an announcement that is essentially, keep an eye on all of Fable of Atramen's social medias in the upcoming weeks and months. There's going to be more lore videos and general ways for you guys to interact with the stream a bit more here and there as things. So keep an eye on the Fables of Atramen Instagram if you wish. And we have one more announcement coming from our sorcerer and a fellow GM of the world.
Yeah, I guess that's me. Yes, hi. Aside from this, I also am a GM for my group for D&D Chronicles of Chaos, and we finally are debuting our season 2. We finally released our first episode on Friday, and they will be probably a bi-weekly
Release.
Thank you. Release.
Words are
yes.
hard.
Words are hard. So bi-weekly of that, and then also we are going to be finally getting back into our Garden of Rot campaign that has been on hiatus for a while. So we have videos coming. If you want to see some D&D shenanigans, go to Chronicles of Chaos where there's Garden of Rot, but then also Forgotten Fragments, which is the name of our season 2 for our pirate gang, which I'm very excited to be the Calypso of Chaos, if you will. It's so fun. It's so much fun.
As you can see, chaos is a theme throughout all of TT. So we thank you all for being here, and I think we have a lot to do today, so we might as well get right into it.
What? What?
Hello.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Welcome back. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened behind the screen. Nothing happened.
If you want to know what we were talking about, go check out Olam.
Of Lycan and
Yes,
Moss.
yes. Go to of Lycan and Moss. Yes, I need to catch up.
But here, Atramen. Last time, a lot happened. We went to history class where you learned the old and the new, or the old and how that has affected the new, as well as some interesting facts about the gods. Fern stayed behind to ask some questions while the rest ventured off to go to their next class, survival, proctored by one Finstrel Tanaga, revealing to you that you all had to gain an animal companion of some sort. You start thinking about that and going through and exploring the animals in the vivarium where Finstrel spends most of their time, when a ear-splitting scream happens from outside from the small resident of the school, Hilda, sister of Kiva, the large shield-bearing student that you all have run crossed paths with at some point. Hugrokk, having already left to pursue his prey, pivots to go and save Hilda from the giant towering Elkin bear beast, towering maybe 25, 30 feet tall by the same distance wide. Managing to vanquish the beast, Razz playing a little bit of Zelda chicken as Kiva barreled down with a little bit of help from a magical boost from Belle. Kiva, Hilda, and everyone else ended up being fine. With that being the last class of the day, everyone decided a little bit of decompression was needed, and you all split off to do your own things for a time. Variedawnt exploring, Oriana heading to the library, Razz doing a jaunt around with Rupestris, Belle writing a Belle going to meet Edda back in the
Edda,
vault. I mixed up our going offs. Belle venturing out in the forest on her own to make sure that Edda was okay after this large creature had revealed himself, and Hugrokk taking a well-earned nap after vanquishing said creature. Some chaos happened. Pits were fallen down into. Giant leeches were avoided, mostly. And more Sparkets. The cult, apparently very much alive and well underneath the school, were vanquished and captured, as Variedawnt eventually was joined by Razz, Belle, and Oriana. And once the cult leader was vanquished, a common-speaking Sparket, they found themselves underneath the school in a room surrounded by people that they did not know. But Oriana quickly figured out who they were represented as. They seemed to represent different gods of the past, the old Inkpot god, each with their own label written in the language that resides within Oriana's book. Some cross-referencing was had, some of the language was deciphered, but eventually, you all left, headed back, exiting a secret passage out of a boulder to the school of Wormhold Academy, deciding that there were two things in the agenda. One, drop off the Sparket to Erdney before the Sparket causes more trouble. And two, reconvene and talk to each other about what the fuck is going on.
Couldn't have been better. Couldn't have been better. Mwah.
So, with that, Razz, Belle, Variedawnt, and Oriana, you are all making your way back to the school, entering in their front door, that blue candlelight still gleaming out of Erdney's chambers up above. You enter into the vestibule, go through the dining hall, and start rounding the corner to the stairs that lead you back both to your dorm and the stairway to Erdney's abode as well. Do you all stay together, or would you like to kind of split up? What would you all like to do?
I look at the three of them. It's depending on what you guys want to do. I'm fine dropping it off by myself, but if you want to come along, I'd rather just get this dropped off first. That way, Dangles, the Sparket, still tied in the rope. Doesn't cause any more chaos.
I need to go check on Rue, make sure he hasn't drooled too much on Hugrokk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll come with you, Belle. I want to make sure in case Edney has any questions and I took notes and everything.
No, that's very true. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll tag along just so it's less information that having to relay to everybody.
Yeah, because we gotta come up with some kind of story so that way the little sporlings don't get in any trouble.
Oh yes, we can't get them in trouble.
All right.
What spoilings? They weren't with us.
Perfect.
I was
We're just
literally
that
just
good
walking
at
and
tracking.
We're just that good at tracking. Yeah, I'm very stubborn,
literally
persistent.
just walking down a hallway, and then next thing I knew, I don't know.
Yeah. And I was very stubborn, persistent. I'm like, we need everybody here. And I just went off and you just followed me, Oriana, be like, there she goes, off to cause trouble again. Which kind of is what happened a little bit.
But
little bit.
Yes. We should go to Edney first, though. I think just
Yeah.
get rid of
Yeah.
this little one.
No. All right. All right. Razz, you all good?
Perfect, darling.
All right. Well, see you back, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see you later, and hopefully, Rupesters isn't drooling all over. But I bet that'd be an adorable sight.
The sound of dining tables being set go up the stairs behind. As you all disperse, three of you heading towards Erdney, as diverting into the dorm room door. As you enter in, you see that Hugrokk actually is not. As Hugrokk, you had woken up and realized you have a meeting to get. As you wake up from your slumber, Rupestris is in fact on your chest and has in fact drooled all over your chest. But you notice that the sun is very close to fully set. Remember the arrangement you had with Kiva to get a little. Getting up and go and start searching for where. Roll a instinct.
Math is hard.
Yes.
No, really, I'm brain farting the crap out of this right now. 14.
14.
with hope.
it's me like every other roll.
Jeez.
2 plus
I need a
3.
nap. I need a real nap.
With a 14, it doesn't take you very long. She's not the first couple places you look, and you see that you actually are a little bit early, as the tables aren't even fully set for dinner yet. Managed to grab a plate, some food, and catch just the corner, kind of like a wisp of blue hair, walk by the outside door that leads out to the porch. Looking out there, you see Kiva, not with Hilda around, surprisingly, just sitting kind of on the porch itself. Is a heavy stone paver porch, probably 5 foot by 5 foot square pavers with crenellated columns that go up to an terrace that have vines growing over. So it's technically covered, but there's plenty of patches. She's sitting kind of on the natural step that occurs at the end of the patio. Her large shield to her side, taking up a huge gap of area, and she seems to be using it as a pseudo table. Has a plate kind of balanced on the top of it, resting on one of the dents that has created a flat spot in the shield. Takes a wineskin off of her hip and just takes a big gulp before putting it back. What would you like to do?
Hello there.
Good. Punctual. Nice, yeah. She kind of scoots over, like, pushes the shield to the side, scoots over and taps next to her and goes, well, I'm here. You're here. What was it you wanted to talk about?
I'll take a seat. And I noticed that your armor was from Estos military, just older.
Yes. Kenai, you have that? And you see her eyes narrow a moment when you point it out, but she kind of takes a deep breath in and lets it go. Reaches up and starts fiddling with a necklace around her neck and goes, not mine. Hand-me-downs.
That's fair. No attack or anything meant that way. Just something I noticed, and I was just very curious about.
Looks you over. Is Hugrokk wearing any dignifying like armor or insignias, or that would reveal any specifics about Hugrock's past or Hugrock's profession of it?
He's always got a sword with him. So other than that, nothing in particular that would really give anything away.
See, she is looking over you. She's not hiding that she's trying to find something, some sort of dignifier as to who you are or why you would have that.
If it helps, I have that green bell with a ribbon.
He lets out a sigh and goes, "Well, I don't know who you are. Well, besides Hugrokk, heard your name around. But you are knowledgeable and saved Hilda. I guess I owe you some information, at least. It was my father's." And she kind of shifts the chainmail around her shoulders and goes, "So with that and then this," and she taps around the middle. Her kit is it's very worn. And you can tell it's been repaired and resewn, broken again and repaired again. It's to the state where most people would have gotten new armor and kit ages ago. But she has a light, weathered chainmail tunic on. Around her waist, there's this blue. It looks like it's just a jacket that's been wrapped around almost as a sash. Around her neck, she has a choker necklace that has a circular pendant that has some very simplistic symbology of a sun on it. And then, other than that, she just has these two giant on that are dented and patched. Of course, the large shield. Chainmail's my dad's. This was his old tunic. Necklace is my mom's. Yodel's my family. My dad was an old dude. Our family got wiped out a while ago. Maybe. How old is Tilda now? You get ponders for a second. 10, 11 years ago? Haven't been back, to be honest. Been too busy.
Busy doing what? If you don't mind, of course.
Same thing as you, probably. Surviving.
Fair. For what it's worth, my condolences on your family.
I doubt many people remember the name. Or hopefully they at least. Better that way, I think. If you would like, you could make a knowledge check. Not with advantage, actually, just a straight knowledge check. See if you can recall any tales of families that have
10.
10. Is that with hope or fear?
Hope.
Hope, all right.
I'm full up.
You try to rack your mind of houses that have been eradicated from Stos, and no particular one comes to mind. Nothing that has symbology of this. Seemingly catching search behind your eyes, if it comes up. Oh yeah, but Hilda's my family now. We're all that's left. And kind of smiles and looks back almost instinctually or habitually to look back and almost look at Hilda, who's not there right now. She stops and looks forward again. Fingers start tapping on the shield next to her. What brought you here?
Personal reasons. I will I have some things I need to figure out, basically, and I'm not sure how to put them into words.
I also have some things I need to figure out. Mine are more poignantly surrounding Ernie. Well, Hilda's is more poignantly surrounding the world of make. Weirdly enough, hers is more.
That opens up a lot of questions. Does she have a problem separating reality from fantasy?
How do I say that? More reality has difficulty separating her imagination. My sister has a knack to dream things happen.
I can see why that's higher up on your priority list and why you're very protective of her as well.
I don't know if that creature yesterday, or I guess today, wow, today. I don't know if that was her doing or the island's doing. And I honestly don't know which one I would rather.
Has she dreamed large, dangerous creatures like that before?
Yes. But that was in a very high-stress situation. We needed a distraction. She was barely cognizant of her surroundings or aware that she was even alive, really. Still a swaddled infant.
So nightmares for her end up being hell for everyone else.
Very much so. That's why she will never have a reason to have a nightmare again.
Are you also teaching her how to protect herself from physical harm?
As I can. Her body is weak. Stick is often too heavy for her to pick up. Shield is out of the question. Her arms are too wavering for a bow. So hopefully here we can learn magic. And that will be what Enon, which, if her powers are any dignifier, hopefully she'll take to it like a duck to water, or whatever hybrid duck to water.
Well, I have had a brother, so I know what it's like to want to protect someone. So if you ever need my help in that aspect, I offer it freely.
I appreciate it. I know we're in separate classes, but I don't really think there's any competition. And eventually we're all going to have to go back to the real world. Any new friends I can attain. Plus, my shield doesn't really do slashing. I've gotten really good at breaking the blunt object. Sometimes, sword is.
And if we need a little more reach, I have a halberd.
Oh, handy. He rocks back and then kind of uses the rock forward momentum to stand up without bending her knees or using her legs at all. The big stretch back, reaches back and grabs one of the kind of leather thongs of the shield, pulls it up over her shoulder. As she lifts it up, you can hear just the heavy scrape against onto her shoulder. When she has it onto her shoulder, it is as tall as her. Like it is maybe 3 inches off the ground as she puts it onto her back and sticks up above like a giant turtle shell on her back. This is the woman that you saw riding it as a sled in the very. I believe we have Apothecary next. Oh no, that one's not one of the. So, history, yes? I don't know. I don't remember what classes are joint and whatever one isn't. Whatever next class I see you in, I hope well, and if Hilda annoys you,
Real quick, above the tip, how old is Hilda again?
Hilda
Do we know?
looks to be like 11, 12, around there.
Don't worry about that. We were all young once, and I don't think any of us had a literally active imagination before. So
Very true. You're very kind. Thank you.
thank you for saving my life.
It's my job. Then goes,
I'll let you be on your way.
thank you. Honestly, the longest I have been separated from him. 11 years.
It shows.
Doing quite well.
Nervous glances back, looking where she normally would be.
Kind and astute. You're right. Thank you for the distraction. And if you need a sparring partner, ask Lot. Be better at it. Like, you see a look across her face where she clearly hesitates and then pivots to recommend Lot. Or actually, what is his name? The big frog man. He's also very good at it. I'm trying to gain a roster of who I can train with to distract myself and who would be good to train. Anyway, I have to, and you hear a from like up above and around the corner, and she goes, that may be a bright orange paper airplane that has flames coming off the back of it, whips by and reels around Eva, who ducks down and just shifts the shield on her shoulder and bats it out of the air and slides it back and goes, I have to go. Thank you. Hilda!
Farewell.
Jogs off, her chainmail clattering as she goes. You are left on the back porch. Is there anything else you would like to do out here?
Kind of just gonna sit there and enjoy the outside air a little bit.
Here from the back porch, you are looking out on the grand arcade, I guess is what the old timey word would be called. A large rolling backyard of grass that probably about the size of a football field long. All statues bordering the edges all the way down until it eventually just dissipates into the mountain range in the distance. The cool night breeze as the sun fully tips beneath the mountain. Your dinner starting in full swing. As low, you walk back in to a completely empty room except for Rupestris. As Rupestris has kind of walked over to Razz's bed and huddled in, and all of your fellow classmates are off doing something else.
Very well. Lo walks in, looks about, has several stacks of books in their hands. They look down at them. They look back up. Then they look behind them, and then they remember that they were asked to watch this small child who is standing a couple of feet off the ground. Hilda, whatever it is. Oh, I'm going to teach you the history of our world through the fascinating aspects of paper planes and using other things to show you. Now, we have a captive audience we need to go to immediately, and I was asked for some reason, because I was sitting in the library, I guess, tortured by all these books that I'm not going to read, but going to ask Oriana to read for me and then translate to the best of the ability to Belle, who then will translate it to someone else who then could possibly translate it to me. And that is why we are here, and no one is here. Very well. We're gonna just guess what these books mean and create our own stories. How does that sound?
What's a paper airplane?
Oh, fascinating. Yes. And Lo will run with the books downstairs, just in the hallway area, where waiting in tiny little circular carved chairs the size of mushrooms, you see a captive audience. While in the library, you notice that there is one of the legs is just broken and falling over and has just been carved into tiny chairs. And there is now an audience area for all these little mushrooms that begin to file in. And there is a stage made out of books. And quickly, Lo will grab paper and rip it out of some of the textbooks that all the students were given, and begin to make little puppets, and then make an airplane out of one of them, and begin telling this great tale of one time where the artists were flying in their massive airship and performing to all these other airships, and then suddenly there was an attack and there was fire, and they light one of the paper airplanes on fire and throw it.
As you
Chaos, welcome back.
Chaos.
as you light the paper airplane and throw it, it glides, and and right at the peak where it starts to get that down tilt, it shimmers, and you just hear the laughter throughout this entire display. Hilda has just been giggling and laughing nonstop. And as the flaming airplane starts to descend, it shimmers and almost vibrates to the cadence of her laugh before splitting in two. One going up, a new red flaming paper airplane going up and circling into the higher reaches of the library before dashing out the main door out of your sight. To which she goes, Kiva's gonna be mad about that. I'm sure it's fine. But
Oh, I see. You're keen in the arcane, are you not?
I mean, maybe.
Yes. That is fascinating. Oh, well, you see, stories, such as the creation of stories, is very much like magic. We come up with a concept, an idea, an intention, and we manifest it out, and suddenly Lo will snap their fingers, and there will be a glow that comes out that will turn into a flower that will then bloom and then dissipate back into their hand. Creation.
You make your imagination real too?
Oh, of course. Mine, theirs, as Lo points out to all of the wonderful mycelium around them, that is their captive audience, who all should be helping with dinner service, but Lo has absolutely distracted them during a pivotal part in which they should be working. Because why? Why work? Why work when there's
Why
other
work?
things going on?
They're not getting paid.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he Lo hands out union papers for all of them. Yes, you need a union rep first in order to get some chance. No, sorry, that's not the story we're telling today. Yes. Magic. Yes, magic. Fancy. Yes. I heard a tale or two about a certain creature that was created. Do you happen to know anything about that? Because my friend Hugrokk definitely does have some recollection.
Oh, the big elk thing threw me up into the air, and then the pretty fey lady made me not die.
Yes, the pretty fey lady.
I mean, I would have splat on the ground.
How?
I was plummeting to my death.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, Razz has a means of assisting those that are in need and has assisted me in such a possibly dangerous situation before. So if you ever need help, Razz and Rue are those to go to. They won't bore you with textbooks.
Yeah, that's not really why I'm here.
Oh, good. And Lo will rip out another page and begin to fold another puppet out of it and then just hand it. And it will be an elk that they will just kind of like origami. See, creation from something else. If you can create something that can do harm, you can create something that can do good.
He looks at paper. And the legs start moving on their own. Then it leaps out of her hands and lands on top of one of the little sporelings, and then just bring, 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 up the broken leg up to the top before just immolating and being completely burned away. Oh. Well.
Fascinating.
Oh! You, Fern, hear the clanging and jangle of chainmail sprinting around hallways, and you hear the, Hilda! Hilda! And Hilda looks and goes, question, funny man.
Yes. Person, but you see what you want to. Yes, indeed.
Oh. Okay, funny person.
Thank you.
Have you seen... She kind of like looks to the door and goes, have you seen an egg? A big one, bigger than me.
Have I seen one?
Yeah.
Perhaps. A time or two.
What color was it?
Oh, I don't recall. Why? Have you seen an egg?
No, that's a problem.
Why is that a problem? Are you searching for one? Is the egg something important to you?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. She kind of spins on her heel and kicks the air a little bit and just like waddles away. Like lazily paces away from you before coming back and goes, I haven't found it yet, though. Kiva won't let me go off and search for it myself. She's too loud to do a sneaky. Jingle jangles all over the place.
So you need some sneaky friends.
What? Or just information. Yeah, information. Looking for Big Egg. In a dark place. Don't know where. I'll find it.
How do you know it's in a dark place?
I saw it.
How? Where? Where did you see it?
It was right next to the talking hippo. I think that was part of the dream, though. The egg part was real, though. I think the hippo was part of something else. There's some crossover sometimes.
So there was a talking hippo.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Named Fred.
Mo begins writing down this as a new script. Yes. Oh wait, no. More importantly, the egg. You saw it in a dark place, like a cave.
Not quite. It was
Were there wolves about?
No. It was big heavy brickwork. I like it done. Oh, I'm kind of like the stupid word for magic class that we were at. Oh, that room had big old brick walls. It was like that, but dark.
It was the big old dumb. Sorry, you need to be more specific. Every classroom I've been in could be described as such.
Where the orange dragon lady was nice to the other lady that's from Estos who was sad.
Oh, I was sleeping during that class.
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
Yes, I had a task from Edney, which I should get back to, of course. So you said it was a brick room in the dark. Do you remember if the hippo told you anything about this room?
No, he just wanted some fish.
Fish.
Oh.
Interesting. Did you feed the hippo?
No, I didn't have any fish. I only had cheese.
Cheeseburgers for something. And he wasn't a hungry hippo by any means?
No, sadly. He was not. He was very picky.
Ah, yes. Talkative ones usually are, because if they're using their mouth to talk, they're not using it to eat. So, very well. I have enjoyed educating you on this. If you wish for more lessons on the more fun aspects of magic and not the yada yada, but if you do want the yada yada, my friend Oriana is quite brilliant, actually. She may talk your ear off.
Does she know about eggs?
My guess is if she doesn't, that would be quite a surprise to me. She's quite brilliant, actually.
All right. I'll go talk to her, I guess.
Great. Everyone seems to be going to dinner, and Hilda may smash through a wall at any moment, and I seem to keep on getting into trouble. So, I didn't set anything on fire, you didn't do any bad magic, and we're good.
I don't even know how to do magic.
Right. And I never did a crime.
Oh, that's good. Crimes are bad.
Right. And magic is good. That you've never done before, right?
Nope.
I don't think we're having the same conversation, but it is wonderful to speak to you.
You leave the library.
I love this little girl so much. She's great.
As you turn to leave, Hilda, like kind of trailing behind you a little bit, mumbling to herself, goes, "Afraid of the dark, though. Probably hurry." Oh, Kiva comes charging in, looks towards you, and goes, "In the dorm? This is the library. This isn't the dorm room." But thank you for watching, Hilda. Hello, Hilda. Did you set an airplane on fire? I don't even know what an airplane is.
I did. My apologies. I was telling a great tale, and you notice all of the mushroom individuals begin getting up and applauding as the show ends.
I think I may ask you to watch her again, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
But maybe not.
Hold on. And getting down to Hilda's level, Lo will pull out a coin and flip it through each one of their fingers back and forth, then flick it up into the air, catch it, and then hold it out to her.
And like reaches to grab it and tries to grab it.
Yeah, she can absolutely grab it, and on it, in that one moment, Lo will snap their fingers, and then it will just begin to glow.
Oh.
Remember what I said. You can find joy in anything.
Looks at it and then looks at you and looks at Kiva, walks over and just like reaches up on her tiptoes and tucks it in that sash, the makeshift sash on Kiva's hip. He goes, "Oh, joy for later." I'm hungry. I'm gonna go. Turns and walks out, leaving Kiva behind. Goes, "Thank you for watching, Hilda."
Anytime. Everyone else has their things going on, and though I don't seem the most trustworthy or reliable or patient individual among all of us, I am one of nature and care. We had a lot of families that come to see shows and would be a part of our circus, so and there's actually a moment of genuine change in Lo as he talks about those moments and looks at her and says, family is very important. And they will grip the trinket around their neck, smile, and then they will be off. And we'll leave the chaos of the broken leg chair and the small chairs created and the mushroom individuals out. We'll do a little bow to them and we'll be off.
You see as you grab your Turn and Talk family, it's very easy to see the grip on the kind of shoulder strap that keeps the shield in place tightens a little bit. Just nods as you turn and leave and head back to the dining hall where dinner is in full swing. There's plenty of food out. The other class seems to be fully there and already tucked in to dinner, but it does seem as if none of your fellow classmates are specific. As Belle, Variedawnt, and Oriana, you make your way up to where you walk to his door, the towering double door with the small entrance off to the right, up to the observatory. You haven't been in his office yet. You're not quite sure what to expect, but the doors are... And the Sparket is still passed out.
All right, good. Because if he's gonna wake up, I was gonna bonk him again with my rolling pin. Belle's just gonna like look at Oriana, Dante, and after a bit, it's like, oh, what the hell? Goes up, Knock, 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 knock on the wooden door. Ernie? You got a moment?
Passes. No response.
If you don't answer, we're coming in. Knock, knock, knock.
Yep, knock, knock, knock.
Still no response.
Open the door.
Yes, open door.
It is locked.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Hold on. With my arcane sense, do I detect is it magical or not magically locked?
Make a instinct, or actually you can just make a magical. So roll your spell cast.
So that's a +2. Because my wait, do I yeah, okay, so I have a fear and I have that. Okay. No, I don't have anything else, but it's okay. It's all good. Okay, that's not the worst roll, but that is a 13, but it is with fear.
Fear. But 13 with fear. You don't sense any magic off of it.
Okay. So this is where Belle's like, all right, Dante, can you hold this for a second? I'm gonna try something.
Are you going to try to pick the lock or something?
It's like you read my mind and starts pulling out some picking tools.
Why don't we find another teacher? I feel like if it's locked, and I don't think that us breaking in is going to.
Well, if it's an emergency, then I just wanted to. If he's not in there, then we'll just head on back. Just like 2 minutes.
If it's. All right.
Under my breath, under Variedawnt's breath, was like, we've been here a day and those already rubbed off on you.
There's so many other teachers we could talk to.
I just let me try. And then I have an ability called Pick and Pull. You had an advantage on action rolls to pick non-magical locks, disarm non-magical traps, or to steal items from a target. So I would like to use that and use advantage to try and pick the lock. And I have advantage for it.
Most certainly can.
Sorry, not sorry.
Can I ask out of curiosity what's
Yeah.
giving you that roll?
Yeah, so it's an advantage, so I get a +6 to it. So, what do I roll for that? Is that
It would
finesse?
be the advantage on
Or-
action rolls to pick non-magical locks, disarm. I do believe it would be finesse, yes.
okay? So I do get a +1 to this. All right. Ooh, okay, that's a really good number, but I'm gonna add that d6 because I have advantage just in case. Okay, so that is. Hold on, wait. That is a 21 with fear.
21 is enough. I'm not taking it, but you take out some implements and start finessing the lock, and it is tricky. You haven't picked a large variety of locks, though it is a skill that you've practiced here and there for various reasons. You finalize the last tumbler in the lock. As you do with your arcane sense, you do sense a slight, like a string snapped, but a magical, visible. Just something that you detect as the last tumbler locks into place and the door unlocks. The little action, little magical blink is set off in your brain as that, which doesn't make you feel super great. But the door is
all
open
right.
and unlocked. And there is light
What?
coming from inside.
What?
There is light.
What?
No, that was Chelsea. That was not Belle.
I was gonna say, Oriana would have jumped on that if it had been Belle.
Nope.
I'm just looking over the creature.
Yeah. Just looks at make sure that he stays quiet. Do I get any arcane sense inside the room as I peek inside?
As you peek inside, you see that you're actually just staring at a staircase. You can sense as you open the door, there's a small entryway, maybe about 4 feet. And then on the sides of that entryway, there's 2 stairways that arch up and into the room, but out of your. At the top of these stairs, there's light coming. And with your arcane sense, you can sense that there's magic at the top of those stairs. A lot of it. But from here, it just seems you just see the stairways, the same mix of stucco walls with that red mahogany tailoring edging, and on the very entrance of the door, there is a large painting of seemingly Erdney in kind of just a fairly classic portrait stance. He has his cane, is holding a small glass, and is kind of looking out towards the person entering the room.
Is it us entering the room or whoever's
Whoever's entering the room? The portrait is just positioned directly opposite the door.
Okay. Chelsea has theories, but Belle wouldn't be thinking of that. Belle definitely peeks her head in, looks around. All right, well, there is light coming up from the stairs above. So is there any, pull to this magic that makes me want to check it out, or no?
Up to you. You just sense magic up above.
Yeah, oh. Ah!
I'm going.
Do we knock? Let's knock louder and maybe call out before we start.
Yeah.
Belle, as you hesitate at the
without an invite.
As you hesitate at the doorway, Belle, and Oriana, you say this, Variedawnt walks past you and goes up the stairs.
What?
Okay. All right.
Professor!
Erdine, so sorry to interrupt, but we have some trouble in our hands, and you might be interested. Please.
Do you follow them, Oriana, or do you wait outside?
She follows.
Oriana, I'm sorry.
Slowly and quietly, though.
I will take the full blame of this. This was my idea, so I'll take the full
going
blame.
through the door. It's
Yeah.
not
Going through the door, I hold the sprocket up.
It's like
You before you look around the corner, you make the sprocket look around the corner first before you do.
Yes.
God.
Variedawnt, Belle, and Oriana. Variedawnt first, with Belle and Oriana following behind. You enter in Erdney's office and living quarters. It's very well put together. A large open floor plan. There's a towering window, 20 feet tall by 10 feet wide. Large panels that can open and close with that candle that you've all seen from outside, resting there on a large desk that sits in front. To the left of that, you can see a grand king-size full bed with banisters and drapery around, currently closed. Across from that bed, or opposing that bed, a grand hearth fireplace, 7 feet tall, feet wide, that has 2 high-back red chairs sitting in front of it and a small round table in the middle. Then in the center of the room, large, round, circular carpet. Kind of that deep red that mimics the wood accents of the room. And emblazoned on the carpet is an insignia that you guys haven't seen before. Around the room, there's trophies, both of hunting and weaponry, and a plethora, so many paintings, portraits, and captures of Erdney. Him smiling, him looking off in the distance. Across this entire room, there is only one painting. Out of the probably 30 or 40 paintings that dot around the walls of this room in various sizes, there is only one, the biggest one, that sits above the fireplace, which is a painting of Erdney and a female appearing person. Same lavender skin and white hair, and just these horns that are similar to Erdney's, but as his go up and kind of angle back like ram horns, hers are up and then kind of tilt down, back up like a... That is the only painting, that only portrait in this entire place that is not up, even though it's... And while his face is everywhere, you don't see him.
Okay, it seems like he's not here. Let's go find somebody else.
Elle takes a moment looking at the painting of Erdney and this other woman. Huh.
You can make a instinct check if thou wish.
Yes, please.
Do any of the
I'm
rest of you wish? Do any of the rest of you wish to make any rolls, or do your
I
eyes
would
wander to any
probably
direction?
Look at the insignia on the carpet and see if it,
Good call.
even if I don't recognize it, if it reminds me of anything that I've seen before.
Okay. Roll a knowledge check for me.
That is a 12 with hope.
Well, with hope, take your hope.
Now I'm full of hope. Gotta figure out how to use
would
it.
Would this involve history, culture, or politics of a prominent person or place?
Yes, it would.
Okay, I'm gonna take advantage then.
Belle, as you look at this painting, kind of walk up to it, the fire is alive. Hearths actively. You approach, there seems to be a book and a half-smoked pipe on the table, and the painting itself, it's life-size. So the portraiture of them, life-size. The woman stands taller than Erdney by maybe 4 or 5 inches, and just barely catch the end of a thicker tail than what Erdney has. A very classic Infernus tail that long with the point at the well. This woman seems to have a much thicker, almost like crocodile peeking out from behind. Angular face, oval shaped eyes, small little points of teeth sticking out from the top of her lips, and absolute.
Oh wow. I
And
wonder what happened to her.
I think with that roll, also catch that there's something off about Air. You can't quite tell what it is, and it's not magical, or looking at it, there's nothing wrong with it, but also looking at it, something wrong. Would you roll there, Oriana?
I rolled a 22 with fear.
Ooh.
As you kind of pace around this center carpet, taking in the insignia, you don't recognize the insignia at first. And then a lump starts filling in the base of your stomach as you recognize it as the insignia of one of the old houses of the world. One of which is often not spoke of, and the remaining members of said house are often ostracized and run out wherever locations are unfortunately discovered. And that is the house of House Caltrop, Caltrop, which was the main house that started, or the house that is legend to have been the first to turn against the gods start hunting and eradicating them and making them. They were the ones that they were said to be the main voice of why are we the greatest of the Inkpot gods' creation, being forced to go through a proxy to talk to the gods when we could just talk to them. Was the entire premise of.
Excuse me.
Well, that's interesting, and I definitely think we should go now.
All right.
While they
Yeah.
were looking around,
Uh-huh.
yes, I knew it.
Mhm.
Do it.
could I have just like be touching the floor and grim psychometrying the room?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hold on.
Wow. Wait, what is this? I'm excited and scared at the same time for what this could be.
It's a
Variedawnt's done this a
Bloodhunter
few
feature,
times.
Oh, okay.
that can let me see the last act of violence that happened in this room.
While inspecting a creature or location or an object within very close range, make a spellcast roll with a DC of 12. On a success, mark a stress to have a vision of the most recent violence involving the target. With the most recent violence. Target, very good. And until you finish a rest, you have advantage on any action roll to recall lore about things in the. So, make a spellcasting roll for me. What are you just doing it on the room, or are you doing it on a specific object in the room?
I think just the room in general,
Okay.
because for whatever reason, like the 600 portraits of Erdney have just like something's off here.
Okay.
Okay. 12 and 11 with fear.
11 with fear.
Wow.
Hey.
That's a 23 without any additional stuff. Wow.
Yes. Would I add anything with that?
Do you add
Spellcast
anything
roll,
to
so that would that be
The
my
plus 2.
agility?
So that's
Yeah,
25.
Dang.
5.
Oh!
What spooky visions?
Oh no!
Um,
We're messing up the plan.
As Oriana says,
Technically an investigator class. It was like,
Mm.
well, I gotta investigate the room.
No. Do it. I love it.
as Oriana says, and I definitely think we should leave now. Variedawnt, you're just like, you tap into that blood hunter energy, that blood hunter power of yours, looking at the dozens of portraits of Erdney. Your eyes grow wide and your vision is thrusted back to islands.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
What lore are we gonna get?
Just keep in mind, we don't kink shame.
Thank you for pointing that out, Swolfie. No,
see,
no kink
you
shame
see,
whatsoever.
you see flashes of leather and chains. No.
Nice.
Hey,
Um,
I
hey.
didn't know we got done like that.
As your vision burns to a white, and as you wrench your eyes closed and open them back up, you are in the same room. But the portraits are gone. Candle is gone. The decorations are different. You see a woman. All lavender skin, long white hair that is free flowing until about the base of her neck, where it is collected into a heavy, thick braid that goes down to about her back. She's wearing what looks to be a leather scale breastplate that has heavy cauldrons, fitted black leather pants and high armored plated boots. As she walks in, takes off this helmet off her head. The helmet itself has 2 holes in the top to make room for her large horns, while the sides have 2 dragon wings on the sides. Takes it down and just whips it against the wall, and the helmet clatters, and she rams her fists into the top of a table, and you can see that her eyes are fully waterlogged. Her face is tear-stained. And as you see her, she's covered in bloods and cuts. As she rears back, her breathing is racked. She's very clearly in heavy emotional distress, and she just starts punching the table again and again. As you hear through her ragged breathing, "It wasn't like this. This is your fucking idea. What's the fuck is wrong?" She slams her hands to the table once more, and you see just the spectral flash as tattered papers and books around the room are cast into the air as if a heavy wind had just rolled through the room, as there's a flash of gargantuan wing and your vision.
For clarification, does the wings come off of her, or just they showed up?
The wings seem to apparate from her back.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Then when I snap back, does she look like the same lady in the portrait?
Lady in the portrait looks a lot more put together. But yes.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Dante, what?
you'll never guess who the lady in the picture is.
Can we guess while we leave?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's walk and talk, and yeah, we'll find another teacher. Fuck. All right. Who be next on the agenda? The cook.
I would say Ileana, but
Ileana. All right. Let's go.
You all walk.
Here, hold the creep. Like, do you have
I'll
a way to lock the door?
I could try to do it again. I'll take out my. I'll try to lock the door as I leave.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a way I could do it since I picked the lock open. I could lock it back up.
You all head to the base of the stairs, and as you're figuring out how to cover your tracks, you get to the base of the stairs, and there, standing in the door,
I knew it.
are the glowing green eyes and tilted head, standing with their hands together, just kind of fingertips touching, goes, "Hello, students. Searching for Erdney? Are we?"
Oh, Finny. Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah. Look, we're really sorry. We really thought that he was just like didn't want to talk, but we had an emergency. Look, holds out the sparklet dangling on the rope. They were performing a ritual, the Sparkettes, and
It speaks.
It speaks. It can speak common now.
Oh, and they're like worshipping. It's like a cult of Sparkets. It's
Yeah.
quite disturbing.
Yeah.
Interesting. You see their iris eyes kind of like processing. Erdney is indisposed currently.
Is he okay?
Very important meeting. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
A pestering pest you have there. And it goes, pulls back. He's wearing a different outfit than you normally see. He doesn't have his heavy gardening gloves on, so you can see that his bare hands are very actually fine and heavily articulated, much more like the hands that you saw Gisela using to write with the other day, and they just have a large poncho on. Essentially, they pull off they pull the poncho to one side, tap their chest, and kind of prick open what looks to be a small little latch, and pull it open. And goes, I can store the Sparket in here until Erdney is available. If
Okay.
you wish.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Are you guys okay with that?
I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
It's
Is
snuggled
that
us.
anybody else? In the meantime, would it make sense, or should we wait for Erdney, do you think?
Yeah.
I will tell Erdney that you have words for him and show him the Sparket.
Okay.
Until then, you should eat food, as it is time for sustenance.
Okay. I give the Sparket over to Finstrel.
That's not going to cause problems with any of your internal mechanisms, is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is my holding cell.
That's
Hey.
very handy.
I
Yeah.
use
Why you're
it
the
to
animal handling
quarantine chicks once they are born in the vivarium. Sometimes I incubate eggs inside.
That's,
Oh.
you
that's
can like control the temperature and the humidity and things like that.
Indeed.
Oh, that's even more handy than I originally anticipated.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Yeah. It's a good thing you have a kind heart. Otherwise, yeah, don't want to cook that Sparket when you're angry at it, right?
I don't have a heart.
Oh, sure you do.
It's a
Not a physical one.
amalgamations of roots and metal pieces that somehow sustain my life force. Erdney's figuring it out.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you got a heart, you got a brain, and you've got courage. You're fine.
yeah, you might not have it physically, but your actions and your words and your kind gestures prove that you have a heart.
Figuratively,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think is the point.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Figuratively. Erdney speaks in figuratives many times. Like how he figuratively remembers to lock his door. Which clearly is not the case. He kind of walks past you and starts grabbing the door and goes, I tell him an open door policy does not mean this.
Oh.
I will find Erdney once he is done with his meeting, and then he will contact you all. I would not expect it to happen today. Probably
well,
tomorrow morning.
That's fine. Again, apologies. We're worried that it's going to be a bigger problem since.
Yeah,
we
this is
started
like
again.
twice now.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, this isn't the. This is just the more like advanced, more. There was a lot of actual language that was happening, which seemed a little more than what they should be capable of.
Also,
Yeah.
we're trying to get like extra house points, room points. I don't remember what they were called.
this
Extra credit? Is that
was
what you're
a
thinking,
perfect
Dante?
example of what to do for that. As
Oh,
bringing
well,
dangers to the Grand Caller is the appropriate response until your third year. Then you can
Okay.
handle problems by yourself.
good to know.
Yeah. Oh god.
Well, I guess we'll get going. Unless you eat. Do you eat? Do you want something?
No.
Okay.
He turns around and starts unlocking the door. He goes, I forgot I was going in here. Apologies.
No, you're fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I think quickly, just so that I could just double check as Chelsea, because I don't know about.
Mhm.
Does he get the impression that the door was left unlocked?
Seemingly so,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, never mind with that one thing that I was going to do. So then the other thing that I wanted to do very quickly is like, I'm sorry that I ran away after saying I would help Finny. Please let me know when I can help you.
No worries. I have most things handled.
I know, I'm a warrior. I worry about other people a lot, so.
As am I. No worries. We are safe in the walls of the academy.
Alright. I'll hold you to that, alright?
Indeed.
Alright. Have a good night, Finny.
Goodbye. You are left in the attic of the pool with the sound of dinner coming from above and a rendezvous ahead. As we're gonna go to break, and also thank you to a particular someone for the gifted subs. If you got a gifted sub, you best say thank you in the chat. Hello, Webbed Thespian, and also thank you all for being here and joining us for our first half of our show. We're going to go take a break. It'll be about 10 minutes, so we'll just be back at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, we'll do a 15-minute break today. Go take care of yourselves. Go grab water. Go grab snacks, and we will see you shortly.
Bye.
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 And welcome back, everyone. Let us dive right back into everyone leaving the upstairs attic. Hugrokk coming in from porch. Lo arriving from the library, and Razz. You are at the location where everyone is coalescing as you sit in the main dorm room. Rue now awake, having his bed no longer there. You are in the middle of you're in the middle of just setting Rue up for getting ready for dinner when I think it's probably Lo, Hugrokk, and then the trio all arrive.
Alright.
Fire isn't something that I think should be banned in the hallways. Is what you hear walking down into before even getting into the room.
Oh,
Are you
wow.
setting things on fire without me, darling?
I am. I looked for you, and then I had to watch this child, and
Not super into watching children, but I can when need be. And
yes,
Rue needed attention. He was rather upset to be left alone napping.
yes. Well, Hugrokk snores and often says absolute blasphemous things in his sleep, and I just couldn't defame anything in this room, so instead I went to the library to defame something there. I made a lovely theater for all of our mushroom friends.
Oh, well, that's delightful. Put on a good
Yes.
show, I assure.
And it wasn't me that destroyed things, if anyone's looking.
Oh, you never would. Innocent as well as Rue here.
Yes, innocent. Are you saying it was Rue that did that?
I
Can
would
Rue
never
be
say
my
such a
fall
thing.
guy?
I mean, he is cute enough he could get away with it.
Oh, true, yes. Well, the next time I commit a crime, I'm sure I could just have Rue. Not saying I commit crimes, because who does that? Um, Rue, do you have me on this? And and I will get down onto a level and just look eye to eye with Rue. And having the ability to speak to animals, what do you actually think?
Yes.
His boofs and barks slowly translate into essentially
You've never thought about his voice before, have you?
Oh,
Ooh, I'm excited.
got him.
Australian.
Yeah,
Oh,
crikey down
yeah.
under.
yeah.
I would do anything for my mistress. As long as your ideas correlate with hers, then we are aligned.
Yes. As I would expect, Sir Rupestris, you are an honorable and conniving creature.
Indeed,
And
I have earned my
I will
position.
pull out a treat and just hand one to.
Oh, a treat!
to Rue.
Treat! 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 Treat!
Yes. And looking at Razz, I will nod or Lo will nod and say that we have an understanding.
Of course.
Have you been up to anything interesting, my darling?
Just slightly keeping Belle from getting herself into too much trouble, though she went to go talk to Edney, so all bets are really off there.
Hmm.
Helping stop a cult of sprockets, you know, the usual Saturday night hullabaloo. What day is it? It's been so long. Tuesday? Thursday? Saturday?
Still Monday. Monday.
Oh,
It's
it's a
a Monday.
Monday.
It's a Monday.
Yeah.
Monday. It's a Monday still.
We've
You
had
know-
1 day of classes.
Yes. Out of 4 sessions,
Truly,
Monday
the
classes.
way to look at it is that time is an absolute construct. You can party and you can do whatever mischievous things you want to do any day of the week. It is only those normies that believe that in structure of having days to go to school and giving structure to when they can be efficient and when they can rest. Oh, it's all silly. Rest should be something that's free upon us all to do whenever we need. Isn't that right, Rue? And isn't life a treat? And then pull out another one and hand it.
We have treats.
Yeah,
No.
we got
Use
treats.
treat.
Life is a treat.
Mm.
And the treats of life are treats.
Yes. Wouldn't you all just say the word treats suddenly? That won't activate any animal in this room?
What treats?
Well, it's good to see you, Lo. We've been missing you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Oh, there's also
can-
homework that you happened to miss.
No. Well, I had some special tasks for Erdney to complete due to my certain activities in the library on the first day that may or may not have gotten witnessed, and had to do some extra community service in the library, in which I decided to entertain our wonderful mushroom friends. That should be paid. Period.
Are they not paid?
No, I think that they're just created in order to do work, which seems a bit Well, to go on to what we were talking about before of having the structure of work and relaxation, it seems like they're on the very end of it and just having work. So I gave them a bit of play, which the cook I heard was not too happy because all the meals went out late. But that's not my fault.
Of course it isn't.
Well, if the mushrooms were given sufficient break and pay, then perhaps they'd be more attentive to their designated work.
Exactly. They did not know what relaxation meant, or the joys of sitting and watching performances. Robbed from this, truly.
Indeed. Where's our Hugrokk? I think we all need a discussion of sorts.
I
Speaking
had.
of which, I think I have snacks for Hugrokk in one of my pockets.
Oh, we also sent
What?
some Sparlings to help. Oh, hi there.
Yeah, we were worried that you would sleep through dinner, and so I grabbed you some snacks, and she'll ruffle
Yeah.
around her.
Oh, we also had some
Pockets and-
Sporlings sent over
Don't
to
mind if
Steel's
they're a little
Fourth.
moist, darling.
Wait, are you giving Hugrokk
Right.
treats? Is that what's happening right now?
Well, I mean, I suppose.
I was going to study to
Hugrokk.
see if Hugrokk reacts to the word treats.
Hugrock's gonna look Oriana right in the eyes, just deadpan. I will defend you until my very death. And start eating the food.
Thank
We also
you.
had Sporlings
You're
sent over shields
welcome.
full over to him as well, like big
Oh, that's
shields
true.
full, plates full. Yeah, do they come late or?
They were probably got waylaid with
They,
loads of
yeah, they
entertainment.
weren't working.
The theater show had commissary.
Yeah,
Alright,
they had a
I guess
whole buffet, so they took the shield food and then just spurted out between all of them.
All right. Well, I guess it's not their fault. Looks at low. Okay. Very quickly, can I?
Excuse me, Bella. Bella, why do you assume that I do things that would be my fault? I simply introduce opportunities, and it is up to the free will of others to grasp at them.
Mm-hmm. But there's nothing like a good instigator that helps it out, doesn't it? And she says that like jokingly with a smirk on her face.
And you've never done any crimes or done anything that would get you into trouble?
I mean, I did say I was a town rebel, so I won't deny it.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah. Very quickly, is there any chance I can use arcane sense to make sure no one else is outside the hallway as we talk? If not, it's fine. I'm just being very protective.
You would
right
be
now.
able to sense that there's no magical beings outside the room right now, at least.
Okay.
But there is also just the general magic aura around.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's enough for Belle. All right. I think a lot has happened, and we have stuff we gotta discuss. Anybody want to go first, or am I gonna be the one that breaks the ice again?
So, what happened to the sprocket, Ren?
Oh, Finstrill has him.
Yeah.
And Edney wasn't in his room, but Finstrill's going to let him know that we need to talk to him, probably in the morning.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Yes. Lo and Hugrokk. Dante was missing. We went finding him, and then we found more of those sparkettes. And one of them could speak English.
Where did you find them?
Very, very far under the school.
Mm-hmm.
Did it look like a dungeon?
Not
I don't know
DM, would you
would-
describe it as a dungeon?
Dungeon.
It was like a crypt, more like it. I don't know. I leave it to the GM.
Yeah, a dungeon crypt, they're fairly similar. They both have large stone bricks typically and are dark. So
It was a room with large stone bricks and dark. If you call that a dungeon, then sure.
Yes, there were some caverns first, and then yes, the tunnels
Mhm.
and built and carved with like serpents and things, and statues of the inkpot gods.
Yeah.
If you
And they-
remember the little altar we found by Edda's
Nest
cave,
cave. Yeah.
they maybe made a larger one, created a folk cult.
Are
I
you-
don't think there's
No,
a maybe
good thing,
about
good thing.
it.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
looking to
yes.
explore a dungeon? Lo?
The most interesting thing I think about it, Lo, is that the phrase "the quill is the key" was written all over the back of their altar.
Oh, that's fascinating. If only we had a quill that would be
I think
associated.
I think we all need to have a larger conversation
Mhm.
about things.
Oh, so you want me to break the news now that we have this, and Glow will pull out the quill.
Well, I
Oh
was
my
gonna
goodness.
ask, but
Flo, where did you get that from?
Razz.
Rue gave it to me, and we'll hand it to Rue.
Well.
That little rascal, you.
Well, if we're being truthful here, when I went to see Edda, I went into that area you looking at Lo and Razz went to. And I found a bunch of coffins. One was open. And then I passed out and was sent to some magical thing, whatnot. I don't even know. It was like the forest, but wasn't. Looked a lot like it was fresher, newer. And then there were these. Yeah, she's gonna spell it all. There were these two beings walking across.
I forgot about that.
One that was like very golden hair and like thick yellow beard. One a lot older with a white beard. But they were also very tall, very elongated with their look. And no, I wasn't invisible. They saw me. And the older one had said, I'm going to need that back. And when I asked what they were implying, they said, ask your friends. So, that's what happened to me. I get if you have reasons why you didn't say anything or why you took it, but they seem to want it back.
Oh, this is quite fascinating. I've never pissed off a god before. That's amazing.
Of course, is that
Razz,
what you're
have
thinking
you
about,
ever
Lo?
pissed off a god before?
Well, see, and here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure that we should give it back. Because clearly it's important to these Sparkets too, and they're trying to, I don't know, worship the author or something. I'm not entirely sure, but that's kind of what it seems like.
Yeah, they
And
made a
this
whole bunch.
quill seems to
Go
be
ahead.
kind of pivotal to that. And
Mhm.
don't think we should put it back where it was.
Do
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know
I do
which
think we should tell
gods
someone
were
about
in your
it.
vision?
Oh, no. We should not tell anyone about this. If you anger a god and they're looking for something, all the stories have always told us that only brings upon ruin. Giving something powerful to someone powerful just brings all the end of days shenanigans that no one wants. And telling Erdney that I acquired something in a very legal and absolute polite way.
So, I don't think Edney's the one I would tell, to be honest.
Oh,
I'm not sure who. I don't know, actually. But I don't think I would tell him.
but you're, and I mean this in the most polite way, bit of
A goody two shoes. Yes, I know. I've been called it before. It's fine.
no, a very intelligent, kind individual that
Sure.
cares for other people.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Who's a bit of
Well-
a kiss ass. Just saying.
That is not usually my intention. So there was I don't know that I entirely trust him, to be honest.
Well,
He's hiding things.
Yeah, he's a big full of mysteries, and you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he figured it out on his own.
I mean, it's not like he didn't get into quite a bit of trouble in his younger dragon riding days, or at least so I've heard.
Just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
It's his island, his academy. We don't know much about him. Seems a little strange.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Maybe he's aware of everything that's currently happening and has set it all up as well.
that's quite fair, Hugrokk. That's very fair.
We
So
cannot
you're
rule that
saying
out.
this is the challenge. This is the final exam that we will eventually have to complete.
That we've stumbled across on day one.
It might not even
Before
be.
day one, even.
It might not be a final exam so much as this is all just a cover for whatever purpose this academy has for these particular plans. This is all just speculation, obviously, but we can't rule anything out.
No, you're very right, Hugrokk. We can't. And so that leaves with us to try and figure out what to do next.
Well, since we're speculating, do we want another bit of information to speculate on?
Like asking one of the other teachers, like what they know, or
Well,
Oh.
any
suggestion?
information can be helpful.
Well, cards on the table. We were in Erdney's room.
Okay, yeah, that was me. I picked the lock to go in because I was curious and we wanted to get the spark hit. But continue, Dante.
Oh, did you see the painting?
Oh, the tall
Um,
lady? Yeah.
Why did you say that so fast? You picked a lock, Belle?
Yeah!
You were
Quite
calling
good at it.
me out, and suddenly you're the ones doing crimes?
It's not a crime. We thought that he wasn't responsive, and so
literally
we were
breaking
double checking to be
entry.
sure.
It's
Hugrokk
definitely a
doesn't
crime.
put back
It's
of
a
Lowe's head.
lock. Oh, no, because it leads to the better story. No, it's still a crime.
I said I was the town
I'm
rebel.
so
I didn't
proud of
deny
you.
it. I'm
I'm
confused
so-
with that statement right now,
I'm
Lo.
so proud. Oh, wow. And here I thought that you were another goody two-shoes.
Oh, trust me, there's a lot you don't know about me, Lo. Anyways,
Right.
yes, I committed a crime. Sorry for being hypocritical or contradictory, but yes, Dante, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, so we did see, I'm assuming, which picture were you referring to, Razz?
The one of Erdney and his lover.
Right.
Obviously.
So yeah, we saw that. And while we were in there, I also had a vision. My gifts are weird and kind of can let me see into the past. And that lover, I'm pretty sure was actually his dragon.
What makes you say that?
was depending on how you'd like to use the past tense from my sources.
Well, so I get visions of violence that has happened in a past area, and from what I saw, she was covered in blood, yellow, and something wrong happened, and then dragon wings showed off back from her.
Like
And
actual dragon wings.
the actual dragon wings.
Oh shit.
Variedawnt, do you remember from your vision whether that large round carpet was in there, in the room still? At that
DM, do I
time?
remember if there was a large round carpet?
Make a no. Yeah, knowledge roll with advantage because you're using it from your vision, which is a part of the Grimsay Comet tree.
Right. Advantage is a d6, right?
Yes. You can also use an experience if you wish to use one of your hope. You could use I See Dead People to help with.
Sure, why not?
I see dead people. I still love that you named
Yeah.
it that.
Yeah.
Anyone else can also roll a knowledge check for me for your general knowledge of the history of, or like your knowledge of the tale of Erdney the Dragon Rider, essentially.
Okay.
Would
I
I
have
get advantage on that too?
Yes, you
considering
absolutely would.
He's a prominent person.
12.
20 with fear.
He was
I got a +0, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna go over so well for Belle.
15.
Yeah,
Knowledge,
no,
you said?
yes, knowledge.
that's a 4 with hope. That makes sense for Belle, for where she's from.
Add
That's
one
a
more to
2
whatever I
with
said.
fear. That is -1, so it's a 1.
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay.
I get a 18 with fear.
In with fear. Lots of
Oh, so a 1 with fear.
1 with fear, 2 with
Sorry.
fear.
21 with fear.
So much fear.
I forgot to add my
11?
knowledge. Oh,
Yeah. I got,
Yeah,
I
11 with
got
fear.
hope.
No,
11.
11. I don't know.
With hope.
Oh, with hope.
With hope. Yeah,
Oh,
this
I've
is
never
hope.
seen the word
Yeah.
hope before.
Yeah, with hope, yeah. Yeah, like, I hope. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Interesting.
I had hope too. But I had a 4, which makes sense for Belle.
11 hope, bunch with fear. Okay. First things first. Variedawnt, you do remember the carpet beam.
okay. Yeah, that carpet was there.
So, that carpet, the insignia on that carpet, was from House Caltrop. Which
Who?
they're the house that kind of started all the questioning and everything that started the blot, essentially.
Oh, the blot. Oh, okay.
They were the first house that really started that kind of thought about going against the Inkpot gods, or at least bypassing the dragons and all of that thing.
Intriguing.
Mm.
Yes. So, I mean, it's not. It's a big red flag, kind of. I think.
More of a carpet. No, sorry.
A big red carpet flag.
Belle kind of chuckles at this a little.
With those rolls, you all, the general socially accepted what happened at the plot. Erdney went with his dragon to essentially, there was one last fight happening. The main negotiations had been finalized, but there was one essentially rebel group that, even though everyone else was making the treaty and making the alliances treaty, this one just resolutely would not. Erdney went to handle. In the battle, Erdney's dragon was slain. Erdney returned broken and disappeared shortly after for the next 2.
Okay.
That's the general knowledge, or the general happened. You know, and have just essentially heard it low. That roll. What was yours again, Hugrokk?
12.
So, Razz and that's essentially what you kind of believe. Variedawnt, Oriana. Oriana, what did you two roll again?
18.
18 and Variedawnt.
21?
21.
Yeah, 21.
It's the 2 history. Well,
Yeah.
the one lived history buff, one studied history buff. We'll start with the studied studied history. Through your research of dragon riders and just general history, and in an attempt to gather many different sources and having access to those sources, you found that there were alternative stories or rumors, essentially, from old journals that were collected from the area, correspondence between nobles and those kind of that Erdney returned and he was completely changed. And every word you found, it was changed. And that he was erratic, became a recluse, and then around the time of his disappearance, there was the night before he disappeared, found correspondence that he disappeared into Rhea Call. Horrid thunderstorm happened, and throughout the night, people kept getting onslaught of migraines and headaches, bouts of dizziness, things like that, throughout the entire night. When morning came, Erdney walked out of the mountains, got on a boat. Variedawnt, you remember that night. You were there. The night of when the horrible thunderstorm outside. Migraine. People were passing out in the street. Erdney showed up, barged his way through the capital to get to the house, to get to the Lendelfoots. Stayed in their home for about 30 minutes. Left, barged into the mountains. At night happened, and from what you roll just a straight luck check for me. D20. Just roll D20 for me.
Holy shit.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that a one?
Oh, no.
One.
no.
You weren't there, you were working. So you didn't see him. But the rumors you heard that night, walking around just from hearsay, was that Erdney left the forest and he was beaten to shit, stole a boat, and was never seen again.
Okay.
Never heard from him. And that's all of your kind of general.
So you went into the Lindlefoot house?
Yeah, so like their castles. Like he went to go have a meeting with the Lendelfoots, which are one of the dragon rider families that became royal after the
And
plot.
Do we have a rough estimate of how old the Lindlefoot is on the island here with us?
Ooh.
Make a knowledge
He's a-
roll for me.
Dwarf, so I don't know.
He's indeed a dwarf.
Yeah, it's
General
not said in
experience.
the classmates doc that we have.
Okay, I keep rolling high, but it's also with fear. 12,
Mm.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17 total.
17 total. Amazing. How old are you again?
Yeah.
Fine. Over 200.
Yeah.
So he's younger than you. You remember
Okay.
when he was born. He is the
Sure.
eldest of the Lendelfoot children. They started having children very late. There was a good chunk of time where people got a little worried for a while. But they eventually did have kids, starting with Gunther Lend. Ginger, bald top, thick beard, soft spoken. Your guesstimate would be in his early hundreds, 110s, 120s, maybe
And
105s,
remind me how long ago the blot ended?
200 years ago.
Years?
200
100
years.
years.
Okay, so he would not have been there.
No.
Okay.
He was essentially born 100 years after the blot ended.
Sure. Okay.
And you know that his parents are well into their my brain is going to
You're all good. But oh my gosh, lore! Lore!
I swear I had somewhere written down that Variedawnt's age, but I don't remember.
Let me see if I have it written down.
It might be in character info, maybe? No, I don't know. At least 200, I think, is what you said. But
Yeah.
I mean, I rely Kristi more with the notes than anything.
You know that that his parents
I just wrote down older than the blot or something along.
older
those
than the
lines.
blot. That's it. Which is
Older than
accurate.
the blot.
Remembers the blot.
It's I know it's in the character blurb of
Mhm.
when Satara
Oh.
dropped all of our character
I thought it was in the
information
300s, but I don't remember.
It might be. I know I'm
Um,
like slightly younger than Tal.
Hmm.
you know that dwarves usually average out around 250 years. The Lendelfoots are pushing 300 currently. They were about 100 when the blot took place. So yeah. So they were around beforehand, but he was.
I am 284 years old.
Nice.
284. Okay.
There we go.
I'm going to write that down now so that in case we need to reference it again. I
Thank you,
guess.
Kristi.
284, you said? 284.
284.
Yeah. We appreciate you and your note taking.
Got it. Ooh, that's thunder.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Of the carpet, you have the
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had a small theory there for a second. I'm not quite sure how if it lines up, but that maybe Erdney is not Erdney, but is actually his dragon.
Hmm.
Because the only other major thing in Erdney's room was like what'd you say, like a dozen pictures?
there were like 40 pictures around the room in total.
They're
They
like,
were all of Adney.
Yeah.
so why would you have a picture of yourself in mourning?
Mm.
I don't know, but there is something off about him. There's something he's not telling us. And I don't know how it relates to the author and the quill and this creepy Spocket cult.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But I don't know what to do about it. But I think something bad is going to happen if we don't figure out what to do about it.
yeah, well, good or bad, people have their reasons for keeping secrets. But it's just looks at low. I'm not saying give it back, but I feel like we need to plan and strategize going forward since we're now involved in this, whether we like it or not. So maybe we all try to figure out some info. Yeah.
That reminds me, Lo, you had asked about information about the author, right? That like yesterday or whenever that was? We had a
Correct.
conversation about it.
Yes.
So I found a book that I couldn't really read most of it. It was in a different language that I didn't know, another different language that I didn't know. Besides the point, it actually had a family portrait in it of the Inkpot gods and what I would interpret to be the author in it.
What do they look like?
A lot like those statues that we saw down, where we just were.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the kind of behind them was this looming figure with like glowing red eyes, and the picture moved a little bit, and it was very creepy. But if I can add another language to try to learn on top of the other one, I'd be willing to bet there's more information about the author in that book.
Do you have the picture with you?
No, because it's a library book. I left it in the library, but I know where
Why
it is.
would you do that?
Because
Just
it's in the
take them with you.
restricted section, and it would be missed
By who?
by whoever, by the dogs probably, but also by Ileana. And Ileana gave me access to the restricted section. I do not want to break that trust, so that we could access the restricted section whenever we want.
That's a good point.
Because not everyone's so quick to take things and blame it on chance or other people.
Fair.
Sometimes it's nice to be friends with the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it seems like we're heading into something big and something we don't understand, but we're gonna have to work together maybe to figure this out, and also be there for each other if need be. I know I have my runaways and being independent and all that shit, but I'm curious. But I think if we don't find out more information and work together, I agree with Oriana that something really bad could happen. And I don't want, I guess, my new home to be a bad place.
I don't think that is a choice that we get. But the home that we make with the other individuals here, that is a choice we get to make and an intention. If this place is as dangerous as it's quickly becoming apparent that it is, yeah, I think the six of us should cooperate and assist. Though I disparage the idea of giving this quill to anyone, I trust the individuals around me in this room.
Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Lo. But like I said, we're not saying give it back. I think there's more we got to unravel before we make final decisions.
Indeed.
And who knows, the other six could be curious as well. So I guess we got to deem whether they're worthy of our trust or we keep them at arm's length.
Also,
That's a
out
great-
of curiosity, since we're like planning to work together, how does everyone feel about the gods?
That's a very deep question, but going more onto a segue of what Belle was saying, it's sort of working with others. The child, who is a bit of a magician of sorts, told me that in a dream she was talking to a talking hippopotamus and apparently saw a dragon egg in a room very similarly described to the one that you currently described to us.
Really?
Interesting.
So I agree that we should pair with some, and from the blush on Hugrokk's cheeks, it seems like he may have also had a bit of a bonding session with some of our other compatriots.
I look over to Hugrokk. Is he blushing?
He's literally not blushing. I was With the mention of the child and the dream thing, he kind of stiffens a little bit. So if anyone's able to pick up on that.
Uh, That'd be me.
Oh, that's low.
That's
Oh,
that.
you
Yeah,
may-
Belle.
you may
I
not.
You're
have,
low.
I have a +2 as well.
I am low. Yes.
I think Belle would
yeah.
catch it, but doesn't say anything.
Low catches it and immediately says
Of course.
it. Yes, you may not blush, but you seem to be reactive to what I just said.
It's not my business or place to say also in regards to breaking trust. However, there is definitely something special about that child and her dreams.
Fair enough.
Yes. There's something very powerful about that child. When I was entertaining the mushrooms in making papers, she was able to manipulate my magic, the energy upon which was put out. Thus meaning that she's a bit of a creationist. She takes whatever energy is flowing through, be it emotional or physical, and can manipulate it into something much more grand.
Well, but Belle can kind of do that. You took that fog cloud I made and made it bigger and thicker back when we were.
Yeah. But I
don't know if
I
it's the
have
same.
yeah, but I kind of have a with what you're describing though. I fear that this child is a lot more educated and a lot better than me, from what I'm hearing. But
I wouldn't say educated because she doesn't understand any of the thing that she's doing. She is being impulsive, reactive, and from what happened the other day, does not seem to have control over it.
What happened the other day?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What happened the other day?
There was a bit of a creature feature that happened.
Oh, you mean the big thing from earlier today?
Yes, from what she told me, she had created it.
Huh.
and it came to life.
Yes.
Okay, noted. Do not piss off small child.
Yeah, no.
When did she create it?
That is a bit unclear to me.
Well,
All right, well, based off of that, I feel confident in also revealing that apparently her dreams either come true or they're portent of what is going to come true anyways.
oh.
So we are gonna find a talking hippo.
Indeed.
Yes, we need to find a hippo, an egg, in a brick room.
A
And-
talking hippo that is very hungry, apparently, but is very choosy about the food.
And I think we gotta, if Kiva allows it and we gain her trust, you know, make sure her sister's all right too. If she really does have what you say she does, Hugrokk.
That's very
By the
powerful.
way, she's very protective of her sister and generally does not let her out of her sight. So whatever you do, take caution. She has a big fuck off shield and we'll use it.
Mm.
Oh, trust me, I do not plan to fuck her off because
Ew?
What? The fuck?
what I meant is I'm not gonna. You know what I mean. I don't plan to piss her off. Is that better? What I meant to say? I'm sorry. I tried to cut to a suave, but obviously that did not.
Happens to all of us.
I'm not gonna. You're gonna make sure that I don't live that. You're gonna make sure I never forget that for the rest of my life. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna.
Lo
piss
writes
her
it in
off.
a journal.
Yeah, fuck you, Lo. I am not gonna do anything to piss her off. Sibling.
No, we saw her use that shield earlier today. It was quite effective.
Siblings have a strong bond.
And I wouldn't, I mean, she's essentially Hilda's guardian. I wouldn't, anything we would have to talk to Hilda about, we'd have to go through Kiva anyway.
Yeah.
But that's interesting about if she saw, did she say it was a dragon egg or did she describe it?
She described it as a large egg.
Large egg, well, we've seen those recently. Edda's pup came from a large egg. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a dragon egg.
And
but I
she's
don't know what other
small, so it's all about perspective as well.
It's true. Did she say how big it was in relationship to the hippo? Because that might give us some info.
Well, I think in the context of being in a dungeon, being in the space, and I don't know if necessarily her powers are of omniscience is precluded or influenced by her location or anything. But I'm assuming if it's here, then it needs to be. I asked if it was a wolf egg, and she said no. Assuming that it was all Fern's egg that we saw earlier, and being some kind of past premonition, but it was not. So in all recollections in talking to this child and getting information in a more discreet manner, no, I could not confirm nor deny whether or not it was a dragon egg. But I do wonder what the impact of the things that I did say to her today, or the show that a story that I provided, will have any impact on her dreams. The subconscious tends to absorb information in all sorts of ways.
So are we worried about a flying hippo appearing in the hallways then?
Well, a hungry hippo, there's a very particular eater. Maybe that was her manifestation of Hugrokk.
I mean, imagination is to the eye of the beholder, but I mean, I don't know. Can be interpreted in many different ways.
I was going to say a flying hippo might be an interesting animal for animal handling.
Oh, that's true. Oh,
It's
Lo,
true.
that's right. We need to find animal companions. That's our homework before the end of the week. There's a binding ring we need to get from Finstrel, and you have to spend, 8 hours with the animal,
8 hours
and then they're bonded to you, and
Yeah.
you can put them in the ring so they're safe, but you can call them out.
Yeah.
Did she say when she had this dream? Was it when she got here? Was it before she came? Maybe we should. I'm gonna write a list of questions to ask about this dream, because I feel like I'm making connections here that might not actually be connections. But Razz and Lo, do you remember when we played around? Not played around. That's not the right word. When we experimented with that quill, and I wrote with it, and it wrote or said or something hidden and key and locked. And now we're hearing about a hidden, potentially dragon egg, and also hearing that the quill is the key. I feel like there's a lot of connections being made here. And so I feel like it might be kind of important to find out more about this dream that she had, especially if she has prophetic or dreams that come true. Whether they are prophetic or she makes them true.
This is Now, just connecting a few more dots, you said that they wanted the quill back, meaning
Yeah.
these individuals of great power want it, and meaning if we were able to translate it in a language that they more than likely know, then I am willing to assume that they know that this key will give access to this dragon egg, meaning that the gods want it for something.
They
But
certainly did.
not necessarily the gods though, but the author specifically, which is what the Sparkets were worshipping, right? Isn't that the bit that we got?
The author is a being that can create things out of the absence of space. The child's abilities are to create things out of space.
Oh, my
I
lord.
don't believe in coincidences. What if she is here because of him, or them, or she, or it, or however binary or unbinary?
I mean, the author's traditionally referred to as he is the father of the Inkpot gods and some circles of theory and religious theory and things like that. So you asked about how we feel about the gods. It's it's a lot of stories in history there, and that's how I feel about it.
So that brings up the major question: is could she be a conduit, a manifestation, a something of this
reincarnation?
Oh God!
Oh wow!
Yeah,
literally.
Jeez.
Hugrokk, in your conversations with wow, now I'm forgetting her name.
Eva.
It was evident and clear that this child is her actual sister and not someone or something that came out of nowhere that she saved.
That was not made clear in our conversation.
Could you, using your debonair and charisma, to ascertain whether or not the child was connected?
Based on context, I would say she's not blood related. But that's merely a guess on my end from the short conversation I had with Kiva.
Yes.
Do they look alike?
They look pretty similar, don't they? Yeah.
It could be cousins.
Could be cousins, could be individuals that are just from the same regional area.
Well, I'd hate to throw another wrench in that, but if Hilda can change things, could she change her own appearance? If it's instinctual, could she have instinctively, long ago when she was very small, made herself look like Kiva?
She have made Kiva?
That seems a bit of a stretch because Kiva's much older.
But it's possible.
I mean,
that's just her word.
What are memories but stories?
But
I mean, that's a philosophical question, which is a whole different.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's just a lot happening.
Yes. I have a question. You said you met with Kiva earlier tonight. What did you all talk about? Why did you meet?
No offense. That is a private matter. I revealed to you what I felt comfortable with from the conversation. The rest of it is I'm going to keep the trust that she placed.
Fair enough.
I think that's a smart move. And
I will say anything else we talked about wasn't exactly pertinent to what we are currently discussing.
Completely fair. Want you to be comfortable here too, Hugrokk.
Well, also, I don't necessarily follow that Kiva is a manifestation of Hilda's imagination. due to the fact that all the other ones, at least the ones that I perceived myself, had only been temporarily alived and then would poof into magic. She turned a page that I folded into a creature, made it walk and move, and then it poof. Or the planes that I created that were set on fire by someone and thrown around, poof, magic when they
There's
were duplicated.
fire in the library. Why
No, it
was
was
there-
outside the
Oh,
library.
okay,
I didn't put
that's-
fire in the library. There's
All
books
right.
in there.
You just that.
You
So we're all
I was
saying ideas.
terrified
I was
there
just
for a
throwing
moment.
shit and seeing what sticks to the wall. What do you want?
I'm just saying.
Well,
And if she
You
made
don't-
that creature that we fought earlier, that was a bit more than temporary, though.
mm-hmm.
What happened to it when it died? Did it explode into a puff of magic?
No, you see that giant tooth hanging on the wall?
Oh yeah.
That's it came from that. Or was it a tooth, tusk? I don't remember.
It was like a bunch of teeth that I think Hugrokk took, or a bunch of the head. I can't remember.
I took a canine.
There it is.
Yep, there we
Tooth.
go. A big tooth. Yeah. That's what
That
Hugrokk
tooth that came from it. Hugrokk pulled it out after he killed it.
Hey, Fern,
You really had missed a very interesting animal handling class.
you don't see a tooth.
What do I see?
Nothing.
Shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you pointing at?
Do we?
Do
I turn around.
I see a tooth?
The tooth is gone as you go to look for it.
What?
What?
Okay. There was a
took
tooth, right?
My trophy.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Oh, I thought I was losing it there for a moment. Okay, there was a big tooth. It was huge. It was bigger than me. All right. Well,
Okay. All
Well,
right. Well.
That
maybe that
was
answers
the
your
point.
question.
that it is temporary, meaning that Kiva is not a manifestation of Hilda's imagination.
Well.
And that her powers aren't strong enough to maintain for long periods of time.
For now.
Or maybe she subconsciously dismisses them, just like she subconsciously summons them.
But I
There's two.
think that we have an in, because in my discussion with the small child, I did bring up the fact of finding out more about magic. I could teach creation and manipulation of plants and matter in my own way. But I actually said nice words about Oriana to her. About, so if the child shows interest to you, you could possibly learn more, thus giving us a little opportunity and another set of eyes and ears, as it were, to learn more about this.
Yeah.
It's very
yeah.
kind of you, Lo. Thank you.
Yes.
I would have said the same because I'm still newbie. I'm sorry. I'm trying though.
I also said that if she wanted to do crime, she could join Razz and I.
That sounds fitting.
Don't know how helpful I'll be in that regard, for sure.
And everyone has their own role, as it were.
Mm-hmm. I think Belle will. She'll kind of be a little silent and ponder a bit after Lo says a roll in something. But then after some time, all right, well, we discussed a lot. I appreciate discussing this with you all. Anything else, or should we just roll with it and see what happens in the days to come here?
Well, I think we should maintain an idea of the next steps.
Yeah.
And I apparently need to go off and do my own thing. So I am going to run off, as it were. and do these tasks that need to be done, I trust the individuals here to come up with a plan.
All right. If there's any emergency or anything that happens, don't be afraid to reach out to one of us.
Yes, I will make sure to reach out to the most capable person in our group, and Lo will look down at Rue.
I mean, fair, honestly.
Fair.
He probably is.
And then Lo will head off.
Not even, probably.
Mhm.
I think this is the perfect time transition one time activity. Which we can also. I've been thinking about how to incorporate downtime activities a little bit more cohesively. So we'll say that downtime activities happens. You guys have also been discussion if there's anything that you ask on, such as if like Oriana, you've been wanting to like passively be decoding as you have conversations with, like you can have your conversations and also be downtime activity, unless it's like going and exploring grounds, heavy into that. Oriana, it looked like you had.
Oh no, just
No?
that I already had an idea of what I wanted to do for a downtime activity
Perfect.
sometime soon. So
Yeah.
Wonderful.
it wasn't that though.
Same as well, but whoever wants to go first, they can go. I have an idea.
So as a reminder for everyone, the downtime activities here in the school are, we're gonna negate until you guys are out of the school. We're going to negate just the basic like regaining which like the classic Daggerheart ones of regaining health and stress. We're gonna say that you guys just while you're in the
Okay.
school, because that's supposed to represent actively searching out a comfortable place to sleep at, but you guys have one provided for you. So
All
you
right.
just gain that regardless. So you can spend your other two downtime activities on other things, other downtime activities, which you have studying, physical and emotional recalibration, training, socializing, crafting, pranks and hijinks, and exploring the grounds are the specific ones you can do. So we're gonna go around and see which you guys want to focus on for your downtime activity as we head into the nighttime section. Wormhole. The sun has fully set outside. The hallways have quiet. While you were having this conversation, you classmates, you kind of quiet down a little bit as the other classmates would walk by your door to get to their room. A few of the teachers do some rounds every so often before heading down to their places of residence. Eventually, the school is quiet. So, starting with Razz, what would you like to focus on for downtime activity?
Definitely training, specifically training with Sir Rupestris. Just keeping up on all of his tricks, all of his cuteness, and also increasing that bond, spending the time together, homework. Not the this isn't what we would be doing regardless.
Are you actively doing the? Well, you guys haven't garnered.
No, it hasn't been the 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it hasn't? Okay. Oh, that's right, because we need to get the rings, right?
Yeah.
Razz specifically got a ring after.
Yeah.
That's right.
So for training, you sharpen your combat, spellwork, or social skills. Roll your duality die and see whether hope or fear is higher. Either way, you earn a training token tied to a specific skill or action you practice. You may spend that token to cancel a forced reaction roll, misfire, related to that action later. So it's essentially a reroll based on what you train.
We'll be doing some sniff training, working on Rue's Find It. Roll with fear.
Roll with fear. Okay.
Yeah, what happens if we roll with fear?
Reading that as we.
I'm
Yee.
Hope may impress us. Fear may leave you. Oh, there's a negative that happens if you train. So rolling with fear, you still get the training token, so you still have that re-roll essentially of a reaction roll later on. But as you read it, just double check. Okay, and when you're marking down that token, just mark that it was with fear, because the fear part will happen as when you use the token, not right now.
Okay.
Wonderful. And then your second one, you get 2 for a night. And you can only have 1 training token at a time.
Oh my goodness.
We can also come back to you.
Oh, me, oh my.
Up next, we have Belle. What would you like to do?
So one of them is going to be really quick because she wants to socialize, but she wants to socialize with Hugrokk for a tiny bit, if he allows it.
Yeah.
And then so I think she will try to approach Hugrokk when everybody else is doing their own thing, and it's just kind of the two of them talking.
Okay. And then what do you want your second one to be?
My second one will be me exploring the grounds. I kind of want to walk around, kind of really exploring the woods. Hasn't really explored the whole place. There's a particular place she wants to go to, which I will mention at the end of the little chat with Hugrokk.
Okay. Roll your duality die
Okay.
with which trait would you like to use while exploring the grounds? You can pick.
Ooh. I think that probably will be instinct because it's navigation and it's the highest one that I have, so it's a +2.
Perfect. So roll your duality dice with that trait.
Okay. My arcane sense can't help me out with anything. Okay, fine. Oh boy. All right. Oh shit, that's a good number. So that's a dirty 20, but it's with fear.
Hey, dirty 20 with fear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mark that 20 with fear, and that when you, and I think we'll come back to your conversation with Rock after we get everyone.
Yeah. Agreed.
Downtime activities.
Yeah, totally fine.
Variedawnt, what would you like to do for your downtime activity?
I think I just have one thing I want to try and do, because it could either be the crafting or work on a project. Technically, I don't know what the difference is between the two. I just forgot the name. Work on a project's like one of the official Daggerheart ones.
Oh yeah, so they're essentially the same thing, but the crafting one here would be the more specific one here.
Sure. It's more of a for flavor thing. Because I come from Drake Hall. And I made like a little tent thing to kind of keep my light out from everybody. I want to try and also incorporate that into like a humidifier.
Okay.
So I can like mist myself in my sleep.
Got to keep your pores open.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because it's like, okay, I'm basically from a tropical area that's raining constantly to it's dry here. It don't feel good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So crafting.
I know it's a little weird, but
roll. Choose what you're making. Which trait? Which trait would you like to use to craft it? Could you use like knowledge or knowledge could be a good one, maybe.
I have a bonus in knowledge, so it'd probably be that.
All right. So roll your duality die.
Can I add my quick tinker hope of
experience? Yeah.
Okay. We're doing that. So add. I had 3 of this. Okay, it's a fear roll, but 19, 20, 21 with fear.
Awesome. Easy enough. You are putting it together. There's a few moments where set it up the first time, and the rest of you see as Variedawnt. Do you have the top or bottom bunk?
I don't remember. I think it was a bottom
I
bunk.
think he wears the bottom bunk, yeah. So you kind of start just modifying the bottom of the top bunk above you. And you all see Variedawnt just like digging couches, start applying various enchantments and sigils, machinations around his sleeping apparatus. There's a moment where you all turn around as a large cling, 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 cling happens, and some of you maybe are shot out of sleep, but nothing of actual danger happened. It was just a loud sound as Variedawnt, you succeed in creating your kind of mystery unit, which during downtime you can clear if you have any scars.
Oh,
This you can clear a scar during a down. You can use one of your downtime activities to clear a scar with this new setup you got.
interesting. Okay. And then on top of that, what classes do we have tomorrow?
Classes you have tomorrow. You have. It's Tuesday, so it'll be apothecary, starting out with apothecary, then moving on to history, and then survival. So that's minstrel in the morning, then Erdney and Erdney after lunch, first thing after lunch, and then you'll be with it's a tag team of Hale and Graymond, and it's also a group class.
Okay.
As is history.
Graymond's the cook, right?
Yep, Graymond's the cook.
Graymond's the cook.
Okay.
So it'll be the large black mushroom cook and the tiny ant bay tail.
Okay. My other thing is I'm just gonna go to the library, grab any survival book that I can, because I don't want to make Tail more angry at me.
Amazing. So your second thing can be studying, essentially.
Okay.
So for that one, first time using the full downtime activities list, you hit the books, roll your duality die, use most likely knowledge, and tell me what you roll.
Okay. Okay. Still a good roll. Still with fear.
Okay.
21.
21.
Man, every roll is just like a 21.
As you go into the library late at night to these books, you open the door and are instantly onslaughted with just a cacophony of barking that quickly quiets down as Ileana, a small little lantern, goes up and goes, Variedawnt? State? And you discuss how you need a survival book. You garner the book, and with that success, you will have advantage on the survival class. Studying gains you advantage on whatever you're studying for. So while you're in survival class tomorrow, you will have advantage on all the roles that directly pertain to what you are doing in survival class.
I gotta make note of this somewhere. But yeah, that's all I got.
Amazing. Oriana.
All right. The first thing that what I would like to do is go through. Oriana would go through her notes from animal handling and all the notes she's taken on from the bestiary that she found from the library and everything. She's going to work on her animal handling homework and start by studying.
Okay. Amazing. Roll your duality dice for knowledge.
That's That's not great. That is 12.
Well, with hope or fear?
With hope.
With hope. Wonderful. While you're studying, you feel like you're making some pretty good ground, but you eventually get to the point where you get to a certain point that you thought was going to take you longer to get to than what it did, which is the point of, I just gotta go in the field at this point. Now it's time. You've maxed out what you can learn from what you have at your disposal. So now you either have to find a new source of information or step out and what you know to.
Which is perfect because that was the next thing I was going to do was explore the grounds, specifically the vivarium, and try to get an idea of what kind of animal. Because I wrote down that Finstrel recommended a flying animal because it's proxy for dragons, right? So she's gonna probably try to climb up to where all the flying animals were and like hang out with them and try to figure out which one would be a good fit.
Amazing. Roll your. Which skill would Oriana be trying?
I think probably instinct.
Okay.
Which I wish that I could come up with a way to use knowledge, but I think it would be more instinct, just watching the animals and what they're doing and how they're behaving and that sort of thing.
That makes a lot of sense. Roll your duality die.
Oh God, that is not good. 7, 8 with fear.
Here. Heading to the vivarium. Heading to the vivarium, you enter in and the animals are mostly asleep. Trying to make your way around, see if anyone's awake, or just kind of seeing what information you can glean from them even when they're asleep. You climb up to the second story, more where the flying creatures would be. As you turn off the ladder and take a step forward from one of this level is essentially a large balcony that that side that's close to the wall has a variety of stalls and a perching. And from one of the cages, a bright orange bird, but with a angular face, jagged point down. It seems to be kind of a mixture of a turkey buzzard with a shark head and shark tail. Horrifying.
Yeah.
Bursts through and mouth open just snaps in front of your face before flying out and up out of the top tower, which almost sends you falling down the ladder, but you recover. And sets a tone for the rest of the night. May not spend as much night as
Probably not.
Lo, what would you like to do?
The two things I think are prank, which they've already done, which is create a small stage and possibly start unionizing the mushrooms.
Amazing.
And then secondly, they are going to essentially study, but they're going to go and work and find an animal and get like the ring and all the stuff that they missed.
Okay, awesome. Roll for the pranks. We're still gonna do some rolls just to see how that progress a little bit. So roll whatever stat you think you would be using, which would probably be, I don't know. There's not. I guess presence kind of probably be the most. There.
So I rolled a 12 on the fear and an 11 on the hope, bringing us to a 23 with fear.
Here.
Pranks.
Ranks.
And I go to detention.
You, having already laid the groundwork earlier that day, you set out to build a bit more scaffolding to further progress this prank of yours. And you turn the corner to try to find some more little sporlings, and you hear, "What is this you're saying? No, you can't have breaks. That's not how this goes." Ah, fine. Who's been filling? You won't say. I knew what happened. Oh, well. Do what you want, I guess. I'll make more of you. You hear the of Grayman walking away as three little sporlings come bouncing around the corner and go face to face with you.
Ah, I see. Well, I do not wish for any of you to get in trouble, but your loyalty of not ratting me out is quite admirable. I will take the fall this time, I promise. And it is all to just make sure to justify the means that you all get a little rest. And Lo will purposely step out and trip and fall and make a large clatter, releasing from his bag more of the evidence that they were the individual that created this small amphitheater with seats.
Amalau and Grayman turns and goes, I feel like Ileana would like a word with you.
I see. I have a class assignment. Should I do that first or after or during?
Rumbles. Roll your what skill would you be using to try to go kind of catch up on a day's missed class due to air name?
If you use navigate in more of a spiritual sense, then yes, of like checking around and seeing what, instead of the literal of like navigating around, instincts, but otherwise like analyzing, recalling, or comprehending something, it would be knowledge. So it's either my +2 stat or my -1.
I think you can use instinct because to perceive and sense and navigate around the school and get a sense of what you and then perceive what.
Well, that was a 9 with fear.
Here. You might have waited a bit too long to figure out what you needed to do. And you run into a lot of the same problems that Oriana ran into going to search for her animal. Most things are asleep now. Teachers are very grumpy, as you very quickly realize as Raymond leads you to Iliona's chambers and will leave you there for the night. Not for the night, but the real life night. Hugrokk, what would you like to do for your downtime?
First off, I'd like to study everything he can possibly learn about Volwolves.
Okay. Absolutely. Roll a roll. The one that would make the most sense for studying that specifically would probably be knowledge, but I feel like instinct could also work. For navigating and finding your way to the books.
Okay.
Everyone
Well, so we get here.
either or.
Not good.
Who knows?
Just a straight up 7 with hope.
7 with hope. Don't find much. And you can't tell that's because there's just not many books about the creatures that catalog the creatures of Malwick, or if it's because there's just not information specifically about the Volwolf herself. Seems like the most information you can get is what you've already learned, and then you really have to talk to someone, talk to one of the teachers about it to get more information about the Volwolf.
That makes sense. Okay.
Second downtime activity.
Training.
Yay.
Amazing. Roll your duality die for whichever stat you would wish to train.
Um, 13 with fear.
Take your training token and just mark that it came with a fear for when you use it later. Amazing. The Hugrokk, as you come back from your excursion and settle down, you see everyone else is kind of busy doing their own thing, except for Belle, who is approaching you after you.
All right, I'm really not trying to metagame too much, but I am curious. Would Belle have an idea of where Hugrokk went to study about the Volwolf at all, or no? If not, it's totally fine. I'm just curious.
I guess that would just depend if
Yeah.
Hugrokk
if it's
said
brought
what he
in
was doing.
conversation. Cool. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hi there.
Oh, how's it going?
Well, there's lots of secrets, potentially bad things happening, and now a child we may have to protect as well as finding an egg. It's going fine. How about you?
Yeah, seems normal.
That was my attempt at being sarcastic, but I'm glad it's coming off well. I appreciate you keeping things secret that you weren't ready to share with yet. Like I said, people have reasons for keeping their secrets, and it's whether they feel comfortable or not. And so that you didn't compromise that for what was important to you, I respect that a lot.
Thank you. I try not to make it a habit of betraying someone's trust, basically.
That's good. That's real good. Look, you obviously can say no, but
No.
as you I'm just gonna take that as a joke, but you can say no after I'm finished with what I want to ask. As you could probably guess, I'm not that great of a fighter. Well, I mean, I've gotten in a couple of scrapes here and there and have kind of won those, but that's neither here nor there. That's back at home in the back alleyways. It's not in real life. And so, with survival training tomorrow, I would like to partner with you if that was okay. I think you have a lot of skills and a lot of knowledge that I haven't really seen a lot of other people have. And if I'm going to learn from any of my other classmates besides the teachers, I think I can learn from you. But only if you are comfortable with it. Like you said, don't want to betray trust or anything like that.
Let's back up to back alley brawls.
let's just say there were a few bullies here and there that weren't that nice, and you know, you had to deal with them one way or another.
What is there a certain skill you're hoping I can help you with in particular?
More physical fighting, more with weapons and such, because magic and I guess somewhat fists can only get you so far, but also I'm not really trained in that expertise. Need some more endurance, especially with some of the terrible shit we're about to go after.
So you're looking for a little more hand-to-hand and martial type training.
Yeah, that's what I lack.
He throws a punch at her face and stops it an inch before it.
Yeah, see, I lack at that.
First lesson, always be ready for an attack.
Yeah, no.
But yes, I will help. I will partner with you and we'll see what we can do in survival training.
All right, I'll hold you to it. Thanks, Hugrokk. And
His fist still in front of her face. He's going to flick her forehead and walk away. Because why not?
it's back at Fool's Gold all over again. It just says it quietly to herself. And then she will exit the room and she wants to make her way to the amphitheater.
Okay.
She wants to go there.
You set off to it's not hard. You mean like the amphitheater in the school?
Yeah, the one where we were brought in one at a time for
Yeah.
introductions.
So the main
as
like
well as when
lecture
we had,
hall.
yeah, as
Okay.
well as when we had history class with dear Edney that first day.
Yeah. You venture down lecture hall. And what did you roll for your explorer?
It was oh man, I shifted the numbers. I think what I remember, it was a 12 with fear, a 6 with hope, but I used instinct to navigate, so it was a dirty 20 with fear.
Right.
Mm.
It's easy enough to get to the lecture hall. It's down the stairs around. You enter in that. Walking around the academy at night, there aren't torches or someone you haven't noticed who yet goes around and snuffs all the torches that you can see. So making your way down there by feel or by the moonlight that comes in through the various windows dotted around the wall. Make your way into. It's actually fairly bright in here. The moon's pretty big tonight, quite full. But there's plenty of windows in the higher up, right before vaulted ceiling meets the floor of Erdney's room. There's a ring cross-hatching around them, casting large angled shadows on the descending stairway to the center stage. But it's empty. Completely silent.
I think she takes her time walking in. We'll go to the stage and then just lie down on the floor, looking up at the moon. And then for a bit, she reaches her hand out with the jewelry piece that she has on, and is just kind of looking at it. What the fuck have I gotten myself into, Benji?
At this point, you hear. Who's Benji?
Of course. She bolts up at that.
I think that's where we're gonna end it, actually.
Oh no! Oh god. Belle's in trouble again.
Amazing. Well, we got some people going around exploring the grounds. Some things went better than others, but there's also a lot figured out. Possibly. And not figured out at this.
Big investigation episode today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Holy hell.
Lots of connections, lots of theories, and lots to digest. And you guys still have class tomorrow. We'll see what happens with all of that next time. Thank you all so much for joining us and for staying up so late with us, those of you over here on the East Coast. Thank you all for playing today. Ruby's having some technical issues on her end, but she's been tagging along the entire time. So thank you all for joining. We're gonna head over and raid someone and go to our ending soon stream. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. And we will see you.
We got another hydrate.
We got another hydrate.
Bacon Lord!
Thank you, Bacon. We will see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye, everyone.
Is it 2 weeks yet?
Is it 2 weeks yet?